Hey guys, it is Coach AP coming at you through the video scope here in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. And we are going to be discussing the East Coast Blizzard under 18 AAA male team today.
I'ma make noise in the street, please. All that fake love you can keep. Peace.
Before we get started, this video is brought to you by Supplement King. 2 locations in St. John's to serve you great. We've got one on Torbay Road in the East End, and we've got one out in Galway now. This is recently open. Go out and check it out. Go see Joey in the same parking lot as Costco. Grab your strawberries. Grab whatever else you need because that warehouse is massive. And pop over Supplement King and grab your nutritional needs. All right, let's move on to the Blizzard. And last year they were 19-1-2. So that was good enough for first place in the under 18 AAA Newfoundland League. And that is pretty darn good of a record. They went on to win the league, pretty well rolled through the playoffs unscathed. Not a whole lot of challenges there. Tripan gave them a few games there, but towards the end of the series, I think that the Blizzard's depth really shone through. And Central gave them a game. Central gave them a little bit of a game, but weren't really truly testing them. And then Tripan, they just couldn't keep up with the Blizzard's depth. And I think that that's one thing that the Blizzard are probably going to lose this year versus what they had last year is those depth pieces. Back behind the bench, you've got the Lee brothers, Mark and Mike. I'm assuming Mark will be back with the forwards and Mike will be back with the D. You will not see Chad Brinson on the bench this year, probably because he did not have any hair product in his contract for this year. I know you love your hair product, Chad. You wear about 200 pounds of it every day. I know you're watching, kid. A little bit of a chirp. Fire back in the comments if you want. Now, I think both guys did a really good job. Mark likes to roll his line, so does Mike. They usually have the luxury of having a pretty deep team, so they don't need to shorten it down. They use everybody in lots of opportunities, lots of situations. They played their young guys, and kudos to Mark for playing his young guys last year. Definitely good from a Quebec Major Junior Scouting League perspective to get to see those first-year and second-year players developing at the under 18 AAA level. This year, I feel that the Blizzard probably lose the most out of any other team in terms of their core glue guys. And they lose Nolan Cleary, who is kind of like a bottle of Robitussin. You don't go to the convenience store, you don't go to Sobeys because you're all excited to get a bottle of Robitussin. However, if you have a chili dog on Sunday afternoon watching the NFL, you are probably going to need some Gaviscon. You're probably going to need some Tums. And Nolan Cleary is that type of person. He's not an exciting player, but you need him in your lineup. And very smart, very simple. Just keeps the game simple. He has a really, really good hockey IQ, I should say, and they're really going to miss him on the back end this season. Best of luck with the Yarmouth Mariners this year. Nolan in the Maritime Hockey League. Laurie Barron, you're getting a good one there. Great kid. Going to be a good community guy, too, if he makes the team. They're also losing Chase Wellen to the Manitoba Hockey League, I do believe. They're losing Drew Locke. They're losing VJ Sajpal. Those guys are aging out. They're losing Miles Bedford. They're losing Jordan Winter. These guys are losing a lot of really, really important players to their playoff run last year. And they're losing Travis Babcock, another guy who's going to the NHL. He was their playoff MVP. So they're really losing players. And how many players they have coming in to fill those spots, probably not on the same level as the players that are going out this year. So we will see as the year goes on. Mark will really have to coach up this class. All right, let's take a better look at who's coming back and who's returning this year. You've got a couple of guys who I think are going to have big years. I think Ryan Lovelace is going to have a breakout season for the Blizzard. He's after growing a little bit. I think it's just another year at that level in that system that Mark plays. I think that Mark really likes that line of Hawkins, Toole, and Lovelace, and I got a feeling he'll put them back together this year. We will see, and I got a feeling that they will have an even better year offensively for the Blizz, or for the Blue and Whites. Those jerseys are really sharp, though. I do like them. Yeah, just a random comment there. Okay, who else are they returning? What's that? Jeopardy music. Who else are they returning? Oh, goalies. All right, what's going on with their goalie situation? Keegan Warren was in Moncton, and then there was some rumor he was going to go to Summerside in the MHL because his family is from PEI. He might be back. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see when everything gets started this weekend. And this is a pre-recorded video. And Cruz Lachlan. What's the story on Cruz Lachlan? He is like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I have no idea if he's in Campbellton camp. I know he got traded from Summerside. His rights did. He did not make Rwanda. So will he be back with the Blue and Whites this year? I don't know. So if they get both guys back, they have definitely, far and away, hands down, the best goaltending tandem and the best goaltending duo in Newfoundland under-18 hockey. That's a pretty well a junior A goaltending duo playing midget. I think that they could have a very, very solid team goals against. They could win the William Jennings Trophy if there was such thing in the under-18 midget league. I still say midgets have it. So where do we see the Blizzard ending up this year? Well, I think where we see them ending up in the standings will really come down to their depth, knowing that how Mark likes to coach. And this is going to come down to those young guns, those young players. This year they've got some guys coming in, the 06 class. Liam Noble's probably the star of that class for that team. He was drafted in the second round, or he was their first pick in the draft. So I think they really have high expectation for him. He has excellent individual skill. He might not be the prettiest skater, but he gets to the spots. He can get to the spots. And he's got excellent talent. I mean, hands, puck skills, he can dangle, he can dance out there. Just I'd like to see it every single night. So let's see if we can get it from him consistently at the under-18 level. Is something that we're going to be watching for this year. Outside of that, they've got some intriguing guys that I think as the year goes on are going to get better. Harry Smith is a guy who might end up being an AP, might be there, might not be. He's after really getting a lot better. A name probably to stash away for another season. You've got Devon Down who's coming in, who's kind of a virtual unknown, but a tremendous skater and has really come on. Again, another guy that's come on the past 12 months. They've got Luke Power, Ash Mitchellmore. They've got some guys there that, let's see how they develop under Coach Lee, or the Lees, I should say. And I think how those guys develop, and if they can develop at a fast pace and fill into that lineup and kind of fill the shoes of some of those guys that were, say, younger last year, and the younger guys can jump up and play and fill the shoes of Winter and Sajpal and Babcock and some of these stars that they've lost, then this team could still be a very, very good team, barring that they have that great goaltending situation. And they still do have returning D. I mean, Lee Marshall had a great playoffs last year. He's a guy that I'm excited to watch this year. I think Junior A, definitely keep your eye on him. And Con McGuire, Kyle Garland will be back on the blue line too. So they still have some stability on the back end. It's just very interesting to see if those young guys can come up and really they can get the same production out of those young guys and the guys moving up the lineup. We'll take those minutes. Should be very interesting to watch. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I'm done talking. Best of luck. Best of luck, whoever's playing this weekend. If you are watching this video, I wish you the best of luck, and I'm going.